Most people building a new rig usually have to hunt down extra fans, worry about cable clutter, or compromise on airflow just to keep the budget in check. But then you run into something like the ANSAITE K9, and it honestly makes you wonder why other companies make it so complicated. Right out of the box, this thing is absolutely packed with 9 PWM ARGB fans. That is not a typo. You get 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 3 on the side, all pre-installed. It is a bit of a spectacle when you first power it up, but the real win here is that the bottom and side fans are reverse-bladed. It sounds like a small detail, but it means you get that clean, uniform look without sacrificing the intake airflow that actually keeps your components from turning into a space heater. The aesthetic is clearly leaning into that panoramic, glass-heavy trend, and it pulls it off well. With the 270-degree glass panel, your hardware is on full display, and because the internal layout is so open, it feels surprisingly roomy for a mid-tower. You can fit a massive 460mm graphics card in here, which is honestly overkill for most builds. But it is nice to know you are not going to be fighting for space if you decide to upgrade to a chunky flagship GPU later on. The cable management is another area where this thing surprises you. It is designed to handle back-connect motherboards, which keeps the main chamber looking incredibly tidy. Even if you are using a standard board, there is plenty of room behind the tray to tuck away the mess. Now it is not perfect. While the magnetic dust filters on the top and bottom are a great touch for keeping the internals clean, the sheer number of fans means you are going to be doing a bit of cable routing during the initial setup. It is not difficult, but it is definitely a bit of a project to get everything plugged into the motherboard headers. Also, while the build quality is solid for the price, you can tell where they saved a bit of money on the metal thickness compared to those premium, triple-the-price cases. But look, for what you are paying, the value here is pretty hard to argue with. You get the Type-C port on the front, the massive radiator support up top, and enough airflow to keep even a high-end CPU and GPU combo running cool under load. If you want a build that looks like a high-end showcase piece without having to buy a dozen extra parts separately, this is a really strong contender. It is one of those rare cases that just gives you everything you need to get started, and honestly, it looks pretty sharp doing it.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.